Hello dear coding enthusiasts, welcome back to IMS Coding. When we create a web page, we often need to rotate or move an element. This is where the CSS Transform Property comes into play. With the CSS Transform Property, we can easily manipulate an element. In today's video, we will explore the Transform Property in CSS. So without wasting any time, let's jump right in. So here in Visual Studio Code, I have already prepared a web page with a box in the center. Let's write the CSS now. Inside the style tag, you will see a box class. Now inside it, I am adding transform property. Then I am using rotate method and setting its value to 30 degree. This will rotate the box by 30 degree. You can see in the browser. Okay, now if I add negative value here, then it will rotate it in opposite direction. Now if we want to rotate it only in the x-axis, so we can use the rotate x method instead. So let's try it. Here I am changing the method to rotate x and then setting its value to 60 degree. Now you can see this box is now rotated by 60 degree in the x-axis. Similarly, we have rotate y method for rotating in y-axis. So let's change it to rotate y and then it will get rotated 60 degree on y-axis. Okay, now there is one more method called rotate z, which is similar to the rotate method. However, this method rotates the box in a 2D dimension. So let's quickly see how it works. I will change the method to rotate z and we can observe that the box rotates by 60 degrees in the z-axis when viewed in the browser. Okay. Now let's take a look at the scale method. The scale method is used to adjust the size of our element, increasing or decreasing it. To see it in action, let's first comment on the previous property. Okay, next we will add the transform property and then set it to scale. Within the parentheses, we will set the value to 2, so this will increase the size of our box. And if we want to decrease the size, then set the value that is less than 1. For example, I am setting here 0.2. Additionally, we can also provide two separate values for scaling, such as 2 for the x-axis and then 3 for y-axis. But it will spoil the aspect ratio. Next, let's move to the translate method, which is used to move an element. To add it to our CSS, we need to comment on the above property. So let's comment it, asterisk symbol, then a slash, and after that, close it like this. Now let's add transform property again, and this time I am setting the method to translate. Here I am giving a value of 30 pixels to this method, and in the browser, you will notice that our box has moved by 30 pixels from the left side. Now let's give another value of around 70 pixels to translate method. And you will notice in the browser that the box has moved by 70 pixels from the top. This is how translate works. Now it's time to look at the last method called skew. Let's start by commenting the above property. Okay. Adding a new transform property, and then I am setting it to skew, and inside the parentheses I will give it a value of 20 degrees. Similarly, we can also pass another value to the y-axis. Add a comma, then let's set it to 40 degree and see the changes in the browser. So first, our box is rotated by 20 degrees in the x-axis, and after that it's got rotated 40 degrees in y-axis. So there is more to learn about transform property, but I have covered the most commonly used methods. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want the source code, then please do check out in the description. This video is a part of our HTML and CSS Beginners Guide course, so please do check out our playlist. Like this video, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button and press the bell icon. I'll see you in the next video. Happy coding, everyone.